I don't know, chat. When I was in high school, I got sucker punched and my jaw was broken. My jaw was broken and wired shut for a month, which meant no solid food. And I gotta say, during that month, I ate everything through a straw, right? So it was you blend soup and make it into a liquid and eat that style thing. But I was just thinking, what would make my my lunch breaks a little even faster? Because I mean, I basically just like scarf the shit out of that food, right? But imagine like if I just had like a funnel, and that could be like 30 seconds. It'd be like click food blend funnel. Yeah, that's what I was getting at. All right. No, I think that the biggest problem with the Cultist design trap burrito is most campaigns are not going to last past day 300, right? You beat the three crises, you beat the famed locations, and then the campaign ends. If most of your brothers still aren't cultists by that point, they're just never going to get there. Excuse me. Look out of breath. Yeah. Well, you don't breathe while you're doing it. It's like it's like diving underwater, right? You hold your breath as you get the food in there as quick as possible. You could do a feeding tube. That sounds like I would lose some enjoyment. I won't get to taste it. Oh. Yeah, Kex, I have the autopause enabled though. YOEN sent me just the autopause, so I don't have the integrated one. We should switch that out at some point. How about an IV tube containing combination of vitamins and nutrients? Preferably made of people, if at all possible. I taste the food I just scarfed. Yeah, it was good. Roll-based chance at level of sacrifice. I've already said what I wanted to say about that. I don't really care what the solution is for that. It's just too inconsistent in the early game. It might be too powerful to be consistent in the late game, but it's certainly not too powerful to be consistent in the early game with that. All right. You can only taste with texture. Huh. That's kind of interesting. All right, we're going to move forward to get the Necro. It's kind of annoying, the positioning here. We need to move forward 3 tiles. 3 tiles is not good enough on this, right? So 3 tiles puts us in a hole. So what we're actually going to do is move forward. Well, maybe we can plan around the hole. We move forward 4 tiles. It's not much worse than 3 tiles. It gives our archers a little bit better. Do we know where the Necro is? We don't. All right, let's move front line first then, see if we can spot it. It's kind of awkward though, because I mean, I guess this is fine. Like there. Excuse me, what? There's no Necro? Oh, please, game, please. Oh, he's okay. All right, fine. He's as far away as possible from that as we can get. That's super awkward. Kind of wanted to move one forward. Problem is I screw myself with that archer move because I can't extend the line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? There's gonna be a hole in that line over there. So it's kind of a mistake, I guess. We gotta get closer. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's fine. Okay. Can't get to there. Oh no. We done fucked this up, team. Elevation changes, messing with my planned moves. When does he go? In 14. Okay. I didn't fix his armor either, which is a bit of a mistake as well. Okay. Yeah, you could do accelerated chances. Again, like I don't think the implementation of what it looks like exactly matters. I just identified the problem and identified the fix. What you do with that is kind of whatever, like don't really care. Like there's a lot of ways that could be fixed. Alright, so unfortunately we have Nimble, Orange right in front of something like that, which is not what we want to see. I think I'm okay with them surrounding that. I think I'm less okay with them taking that tile, so let's go there. Let's knock him in the hole. Not so much because I care if he's -10. I mean, it does help a little bit. But because I want the AoEs on the Geist. Or the, not the AoEs, the line attacks. Let's go there, one tile. Nice. I want to move up there. Why? Geist attacks probably doesn't matter. All right, fine. Quite close enough here. We need to be rotated and our turn's done, so we won't be rotated this turn. Free swap for the whip this turn. Okay. Are you camping at midnight and around the 20th day? It's been hitting pretty consistently for you. Camping doesn't change its occurrence. And what you're describing is variance. So being away from towns will change its occurrence. Pretty unexcited about that Necro sneaking up over there. The camping thing's a red herring from the previous stuff. We were talking about this. I was talking about this with Wild last night to make sure it was true. But basically, when the first people talking about the first guide on how to get the armor suggested that camping was part of it, and people have kind of just bought into this since then. And in reality, it has nothing to do with anything. Geists are still the most dangerous. Oh, feels so good. Let me see. Your turn was you killed 2 Geists at 3 range and disarmed the possessed zombie. All right. I think Clever Fool asked right before I went on lunch break, what don't I like about reach advantage? It's like this, right? Most times, okay, your attack, it only triggers on hits. Your hits are percentage based anyways, so you're never rolling at 100%. Your best you're going to be rolling on the very best guys is 95%, and even that is probably a little bit higher than you're doing on average versus most fights. It's an inconsistent bonus that's no longer percent based. It's now just directly +5 base per hit. And my 2-handers rarely are multi-attacking multiple turns in a row. Like a couple times, so on average, it's probably at or around 5 average melee defense given to you for the cost of a perk point. And when it comes to be that versus gifted, I'd almost always rather have 3 melee defense, 4 stamina, and 3 melee attack instead of just 5 melee defense. So that's my kind of take on reach advantage right now. Yeah, so it's basically a fucking worse gifted. Could he move to a tile? It's actually pretty helpful for us. Can use them disarming here. If we were there, we could be attacking the Geist, but we're not quite there. Yeah, Lone Wolf doesn't change that. Like, because it's not percentage based, it doesn't matter what your other modifiers are. Alright, Necro down, so no more stupid buff. So now we just clear out the middle and then fix the sides. Should have moved back one. This guy's going to reach that tile and be on top of my archer. There's no reason to allow him to do that. Can you do it without gifted? I don't think you understood what I just said. Gifted is better than it at all stages of the game. So could I do reach advantage without gifted? Sure. Do I want a worse character? Not really. The whips killing Geist is so great. It's an interesting question. Is it better in this campaign because we're gonna? I mean, so far, Thirsty Work, I have not yet seen. It doesn't seem likely that we're going to get to brothers with increased stam.
Wish it was plus 20% defense like it used to be. Getting plus 8 versus plus 5 makes it worth it on sword.
It's certainly a different perk than it used to be. So we'll see. I don't know. I mean, reach advantage is a little bit more appealing with more stamina. Adrenaline is a lot more appealing with more stamina. Like that was another. It was that guy again who suggested the duelist archer build, but suggested it in the most like prickish manner possible on YouTube. Like it's not a bad idea. I don't think adrenaline is really where I want to be on two-handers most of the time because I don't think most of the time I have the stamina to utilize it. But in this run through, this is the run through where that would be the most likely to be good if it were good. And I don't even think it's a bad idea. Being able to burst in this game is huge. If you can kill a target before it does damage, is why one of the reasons why bleeds suck so much is they don't help you kill a target before it acts. But killing a target before it acts removes its damage. It's a really interesting idea. It's a really interesting build idea. I just wish he had engaged in a reasonable way as opposed to being a fucking prick about it. All right, so we're gonna get stuck in melee if we stay here. So let's not. Let's shoot and move. Okay. Now we don't really care where that guy goes. Excuse me. I hate sneezing into open mics. My apologies. A long time ago, a friend of mine had a system where he had a, I don't remember what sound system it was, but he just had a little tap button. It was just like a little thing that sat on his desk about like that big and round that you could tap to mute the mic. I need something like that at some point. Because there's like no way I'm going to get to like a mixer menu to mute the mic before sneezing there, but I would be able to tap. And then it would just be me like, you'd be like, see me like do some weird like Twitch style thing, and then yeah, it'd be great. That's what I'm getting at. A foot pad. Yeah, foot pad would do it.
You have returned.
Perks or no perks. What really matters in this playthrough is face tattoos and spooky armor. P.
Yep. You're correct. It's not even the armor. That's also a common misconception of this game. The armor has very little to do with what matters in this game. It's actually the hats. Yeah, no, it's weird. It doesn't seem immediately sensical, but that is in fact the truth. We need to kill this guy before he kills our guy, so I guess I'm gonna go help. One spooky trick about BattleBrothers. It's the hats. Maybe I should have pushed him off. That might have been good. Ooh, that was a big fucking hit. Not to be confused with this miss you just did there. Nimble Battleforge is redundant with the improved fame light mail. Ooh, that's interesting. That's another good consideration that I hadn't thought about. Does the new mail allow Battleforge strats as well as Nimble for like super sick fucking tanking? It's an interesting question. I had never thought about it. I'll have to see if I can get some of those and figure it out. I love changes to the game that make it that so you're doing something entirely different. Those types of changes are really interesting to me. All right, he's down. $200 for 9. It's probably still not enough effective HP, thinking about it, just with those numbers, compared to like a 350 or something. But it's kind of interesting.
A generous bestowal.
Mr. Super Kama Guru. I'll add you in for another 10 tickets. Thank you for the donation. Bumping you up the priority ordering here. All right, our tank is failing up there. We should save him or do something. So I just watch him die. Okay. Can we solve this problem without resorting to using this guy? I think we can. I think it would be nice to, perhaps. Oh, we have a rotate right there. Fine. I set up last turn for that with the recover there. Ooh, not even bad. Lines me up for the AoEs. Sick. All right. So whatever that famed item perchance was much lower than reported. Okay. All right. What do we have? Another level up on the Sorin. Sorin looking like a pretty sweet character. Would be nice to see this character get converted. Needs to happen relatively soon. Fear of Undead is a bad one, of course. But I don't think it's as bad as Fear's Greenskins, honestly. We're already going to be using We're already going to be using a Bannerman and using Rally fairly often in a fight versus most Undead. So it will hurt versus Ancient Undead a little bit, but it's probably fine versus Zombies and Geist because we're going to be rallying anyways. But it does really suck to have like Fear Greenskins. I watched your very early season of BattleBrothers last season. Oh, I see. You're saying I don't use AoEs as much? Well, my last 2 runs have been very low stamina brothers, so AoEs have been very hard. And then the last 2 runs also had the famed item patches, where they reduced the amount of fatigue you were getting from famed items. They've since reverted that patch, but that was a thing for a while. Got rotation. We got to level up on Liquid. Take that Resolve roll. Resolve actually shouldn't be a stat we consider all that important on these guys either eventually. But again, we got to get them to see some of the fucking payoffs of these rolls. Oh, we took him as nimble. Oh, if we took him as nimble, then we absolutely want to fucking roll HP there. Okay. Right. So some of it is me changing, but a lot of it is the environment changing, is I guess the answer to the question about why am I not AoEing as much.
A generous bestowal.
We could probably actually fight 8 unhold. I don't know about 8, but certainly can. Please add tickets for Solitaire. 10 tickets gifted to Solly. Okay, thank you, Max and Vet. Appreciate it. A character who comes back to life. I like it. I think AoEs are still fine. Although a lot of times I prefer single targeting specific enemies. I don't know. Maybe as I get better at the game, it's less important to just do damage and more important to do damage in specific locations. It's pretty likely too. Alright, let's change up some armor so we don't, you know, go into another fight immediately with shitty armor. Alright. So, looking pretty good, looking pretty good. I really like this Houndmaster. I really hope he gets a conversion. How close are anyone tracking the conversion cooldowns? That would be another one that would be nice to have tracked. I'm looking at you, mods. Should we just return? Let's scout over here a little bit too. No, I don't wish to fight 12 fucking undead. For no reason whatsoever. Brigands. Pretty low reward there, but... So what's the internal cooldown on the conversion event? Yeah, we need a BB conversion command. Exactly, it's Thomas. $10 or $12, thanks. Man, having access to the files makes this game so much more fun, so you can actually plan for this random shit. You guys may or may not remember the season where we tried to get the Davco armor, where we were camping every night on green fields for like 400 fucking days. We started it earlier than we needed to, probably didn't have enough cultists to even make it trigger. Like that was pretty unfun. Thank you, Heimdall. For the sub, welcome. Yep, repairing the axe is good. Brigands. We got anyone else on the front here? Two archers. Another archer here would be good. These guys are both almost 7. This is a rough fight to bring people. Low HP people. I think in particular, Soren should not be in this fight, as much as I would like to have him in the fight. Okay. Alright, we do have an undead trophy. Does it matter? Not really. I mean, it will matter for other things, but not for this fight. Wait till nightfall, I guess, for this. We're bringing 3 archers, but oh well. Okay. Brigands. 13-day cooldown. Okay. I want to track that one too. That one seems really relevant to track. 15 brigands. Oh, but that's sure. Nimble makes crossbows a lot less painful. I mean, to a point. 13. Okay. Sweet. Look at this. Have I ever told you guys how much I love our community as a thing for making people better gamers and making the gaming experience better? I love the hell out of what happens with this. The mods, not only, I don't mean just the game mods, but I mean my mods as well. Like tracking things like that to make that, like the engagement is so much better. It makes for such a better viewing experience. And there's no way I could do that on my own. Like track those in time to do all of that shit. So just want to put that out there again. All right, are we gonna shoot this guy in the face? Presumably yes. Question is with what? I think that needs a rotate. Okay. We're the best. That's right. That's right. Raw team. I would take his armor. Who is it? It's Nerf Foxing again. All right.
Subscriber arrives.
What we got over here?
It fills
Need a
you
tank
with
for him.
determination.
We can run down here. Doesn't even seem bad. So I want to leave that tile. I guess I want to leave that tile for the cleaver. All right, so we go to there. Thank you, Yog Dog, for the gifted sub. For Elk Skulls. Welcome, Elk Skulls. I think we're fine there. Oh, I could have moved in and got the pike to attack. Might have been better. Like there. Like that. More archers. Yeah, it's a fun way to engage with the game for me. As I get better. I mean, that's what the guide videos have always been about, right? As I get better at the game, then I can teach other people to be good at the game too. Ooh, 2 hits on the marksman to panic it? That's excellent. Well done. Alright. I guess I could disarm. Seems reasonable. Okay. Something fantasy track of for sure. Yes, walk into my trap. More archers. Heavy amount of archers. Glad we took this at night. Haven't had to take archer fight. Mobile. Whatever the fuck this is. Haven't had to take raider fights at night in a long time. I almost always have better archers by now. Especially with bandit poacher starts, right? Beheading my enemies makes me smile. Misses, less so. Wow. Can disarm archers, yep. Zombies. Sure. Weird. Is he trying to set up to run? Don't care about that archer running at all. It's a short bow archer, so it's not very threatening at all. And we're going to kill it with this cleave, so all looks pretty good to me. What I do care about is killing that leader and stealing his gear, particularly his hat. We're quite low on good hats this game. And that's not a good hat, but it's an adequate hat. crossbows. Killed my zombie. I don't know what he thinks this fucking is. Trying to get the experience to the right people. It's nice. Yes. The only time bleed has ever been good when an opponent runs away from you, you stack 20 points of bleed on him and he survives, and then his turn ends because he's running and the bleed kills him. That's pretty glorious. It's over, right? Enemies battered and beaten. Okay. Let's not give it a chance to resurrect as a zombie. I don't know. I haven't seen a leader resurrect as a zombie since in the recent patches, so it's possible that's been fixed, but I doubt it. Okay. How are we doing on today's goals? I haven't looked in a while. Obtain powder, candles, archers, and dumb brothers. We're goose eggs. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 for everything on goals today. It's not great. We should try to fix that. All I've managed. Ooh, cultist. Are we trying out cultists? 140. Let's just fucking hire. Thanks, okie doke. Iron lungs, optimist. 56 with stars. We can do something with this, brother. Welcome to the team, brother. Who is it? It is white chocolate. Okay. I don't know what we're doing with him yet, but we'll figure it out. How does white chocolate always get good brothers? Some people are lucky. Or rather, statistically, some people have to be lucky. It's kind of like the same thing. Okay. Couple more of these, I guess. Some bandages, sure. Take a look at what we can sell. Selling at 17. We have some off-brand shields. Let's get rid of them. 7, right? So that one and that one can go. The minigame. Will one of our cultists reach level 3, or will we get all matching shields first? Tune in soon. This clever resolution. Such an interesting question. Anything else? 210. 210's an upgrade. Those. That. These. That. Okay. Peat bricks. Pretty bad price for peat bricks. Make sure we get our secret arrow stash. Excellent. Okay. Nice. Theory I'd yell at viewers. I'm at 2 today. I don't think I have yelled at a single viewer today. I disagree entirely. And I tend to try very hard for that. All right, are we good? I think we're good. White chocolate could use some armor. Not the 200 armor though. All right, where is the 200 armor going? The 200 helm. It's not repaired yet. Doesn't matter. Do I disagree strongly enough to yell? It's my wife telling me I'm a contrarian. Of course I'm not. What am I supposed to say about that? Defend yourself if you can. All right, we probably need to swing to Citadels to the south. Oh, I didn't even look at this mission. I guess I should look at this mission. What's this mission? Okay. Large group of brigands attacking the town. I don't think we want to stay around for that. All right. What are my timings, chat? Xanadu, I'm looking at you. What are my 2 timings for conversion and sacrifices? 116 and 119. And that is conversion followed by sacrifice, or the other way around? 116 sacrifice. Okay. So we've got 8 days. We need to convert our goddamn Houndmaster. That needs to happen. But that won't happen until after the sacrifice. Ideally, what we would actually do right now is we would fight Necro Savants. There were some in there, but that might change. I've never actually seen this tile have Necro Savants without Legionaries. Same with that one. But there's Necro Savant. We found 2 Necro Savant huts. This one was pure Savants, right? And we would like to find some thieves. Like some megas would be really good this playthrough. We just haven't got there on megas. Just we could just mainline experience for a little bit. That's not going to hurt. It's going to put everyone's morale better, which is of course good. But we need some happy powder for its Thomas. We'd like some happy powder for our backliner here. Where is here? Sitting out right now on Soren as well. So we're a little far from just fighting everything that moves because we're still like 10 days out. We could possibly, we haven't been to the northwest in a while. How close are we to being reasonable with Donnerstad? Not very close. Faction's okay, pretty much healed the faction, but the town is still pissed. It'd be nice to find the ice cave. All right, I think our goals are gonna be head out northeast to here and then swing back down south and grab the recruits from all the towns looking for thieves, I think. So let's head. We have food. Let's grab food first. They've been raided, so their food prices suck. Still gonna grab food. All right, let's go north. I don't know who's gonna fight the champ, but it's really dangerous for our group. Undead are rising all over the lands. We should definitely do that. Train 2 men to master the hammer in combat. See, this is an excellent one to do as an emergency like resolve. The problem is the people don't seem to leave base. Your ambitions don't immediately trigger, but people immediately leave. This is the one we could sit with 2 people having hammer spec. But I think we're gonna do this one. So leader with that, we'll take that fight. Anyone else for leveling? Cultist banner is almost 11. I do want the Cultist banner to be 11 quite badly, but I think leveling our other guys is good too. And I would like our new guy, White Chocolate, to get some levels too. His HP is 56, which is kind of low for a fight like this. Okay. He attacked me, apparently. Sure.